I think someone recently made this road wagon friendly. Waggle, 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 waggle. It looks a little crazy, but it gets you up here. What I want to do is continue the road to that tower. Now there's two ways we can do this, the lazy way or the nice way. The lazy way, we may just make the road go through here and utilize like the natural landscape and people can just deal with it. And there's the nice way where we like actually build ramps and stuff. Maybe there's like a happy medium. Because it looks like this lower area right here is a little bit nicer. Plus there's lots of birch trees here. Which, whenever I do like a tier 2 wood run, I like to come up here. It would be nice to have a ramp. Alright, I'm convinced. Probably gonna need some sticks. Alright, it looks like... I'm back. Forgot what stream o'clock. It is stream o'clock. Got a little sloppy with the road. Part of me wants to pay attention, but then part of me wants to pay zero attention at all. Could build fortifications on the top side of the winding road if possible. Not sure how useful it would be. Most fortifications, I think all fortifications, maybe not fences, degrade if they're built outside of the settlement. Like roads are kind of an exception to that rule because, you know, need roads. Alright, I think we're gonna build a ramp down there, which means I need to go get some sticks. Hey look, some sticks. Five ought to be enough. It's my favorite weapon in the game. You saw that there's quite a few options. So they each have like their own different purpose, kinda. I'll go over them very soon. First of all, 249. You go down. So let's see. If I can remember all the weapons in the game. The first weapon you kind of get. And I keep going. Didn't say stop. The first weapon that like anybody can get is the short sword. Like, it's just something that's slightly better than slapping things with your bare hands. Then you get the spear and shield. That's like your tanky weapon. I hear it generates aggro a little easier, and it's got like some defensive bonuses. And so if you end up like defending a lot of people, it's a good weapon for you. Other than that, after that, I think you get like mace and claymore. Mace We'll do like some sunder armor damage, like lower the enemy's defense. What is going on here? I'm digging, but nothing's happening. I think I'm just having connection issues. I don't trust my terraforming, so we're gonna drop this again. We are at 270 or 247. Go down here. Bring this up to 245. We'll add some tea. Okay, so yeah, the mace will lower the enemy's defense, and then there's the claymore, which I hear is just raw DPS. Like, it does the most damage in the game. Then there's daggers. I haven't heard anybody say anything good or bad about them. I think they're just for style points. So, I don't know, they probably attack very quickly, I imagine. You know, no huge benefit. I think I'm gonna run into a problem. These sand piles. I can clear that out. Okay, the one behind me is 245, which means you need to be 243. And then, like, the last weapon is the crossbow. The crossbow is just the cheesiest. I'm looking for, like, an enemy I can, like, prove a point on. For some reason, they haven't popped out, even though it's night. But oh, there's a bear. He's gonna head up this way. I'll show you what I mean with the bow. Don't go too far down. Please mind that. The bow is just the cheesiest. Oop, I missed. 'Cause, I mean, I can go down here. I can shoot him. And he can't hurt me. On top of that, it just does tons of damage still. So even though this guy, like, would be a really good match for me right now, and I'm not doing as much damage as, like, the claymore, like, it's still, life is so much easier with the crossbow. So the crossbow is just kind of like undisputedly the best weapon in the game. They even did like a PvP tournament, and the meta weapon was the crossbow. And, you know, it kind of feels bad having like one weapon that is just like clearly better than all the others. But also, like, you need the highest Slayer level to be able to get it. You need Slayer level 30. Like, I think daggers might be 20. Claymore might, and mace might be level 7. So it feels kind of okay that Slayers have a thing to grind for. It was super easy for us to grind for it because, well, we lived in a giant pile of jackals. Like, we didn't have much bonfire coverage, and like the enemies just spawned in the middle of our camp. You love bows in most games. Games I've been playing lately, the bows have just been broken. I'm used to like bows doing 0 damage. Like negate their like range bonus, but like it's been too good lately. That frost crab is thinking about us. I see you thinking. You make it? Yeah, there you are. Come on, buddy. I won't kill you too very, very easily. The arrows are after the damage lies. Yeah. But, like, I played Fantasy Life I, and the archer class was so unbelievably broken. Like, it was way too good. Is that, like, they had the best dodge in the game. You had the best range in the game, which is always good. Like, the damage wasn't great. But you also, like, had status effect arrows, so, like, whoever you're fighting, you're putting to sleep or paralyzing or poisoning. Like, there's a part in the game where they, like, want you to, like, grind levels. And instead of doing that, what we did was we just said, nah, forget it. I'll fight the boss. Alright, come on, Frosty. Phew. I'm not as scared of you. There's one ability on the archer deck that makes you walk real slow. Oh, am I freezing to death? Have some tea. How's the hand doing? It's doing better. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, like, I sprained my finger recently. And it's a good thing I've been playing this. I needed, like, a low impact game to play while I healed. But at the same time, like, it hasn't been healing well because, like, I keep using it. Come on, get a little closer, Krabby Crabs. The thing is, like, there's a certain level of, like, work I need to do around the house without, you know, crushing my wife under, like, the responsibilities of a single mom, you know? Like, a giant branch fell in our driveway. And, like, my wife's not strong enough to move that. I got, like, the kids and a bunch of saws, and we, like, went out there and, like, trimmed all the branches off. Hauled them in, like, a wheelbarrow out to a big compost pile. My daughter got her big girl bed. And somebody needed to put that together. Like, it's just work to be a reasonable adult. Like, it's kind of like the worst thing about being a man, you know? It's like, you're just not allowed to take 2 weeks off or 4 weeks for healing an injury. Like, if I break an arm or a leg, like, I'm not gonna get any sympathy. I'm gonna get, like, I can't believe I have to do all of the housework. I was already doing all of the housework. Thing is, you have to understand, like, no matter how much housework you do, like, you're never doing what your spouse wants to do. So, like, you could work all day, every day. Like, I'll take out the trash, I'll change the litter boxes, I'll make dinner, I'll do, like, those chores. My wife will be like, I guess I'm the only one who can do the dishes, and you're just like, but dear. And you can't be upset about that. Like, it's a reasonable reaction. What am I doing with these greens? I'll drop them in the stockpile. You're just like focusing on the things you feel are the most important. And so like your partner, no matter like how happy your marriage is always going to be like, you're not doing the things that are super important to me. What did I come down here for? Oh, because I was hauling green things. Yep, still building. Ooh. Just notice I had some green stuff here. Try to brag about everything you do because you both suck at doing things. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I assume you're riddled with ADHD because you're related to me. And there's lots of like normal functioning adult things that like we are not good at. Like the dishes to me are absolutely the worst chore. Like I can't do dishes or taxes. That's like, those are the banes of my existence. I don't know where you're going, dog. Your behavior is erratic. I don't like it. Root him. I'm hustling. You live alone, so you're the only person who would get annoyed if you don't do a thing? Yeah. I definitely sucked at a few things. Like I mentioned, taxes were like a big thing. Because if you ever just like not done your taxes, like there's usually not any consequences because like for most people, like you're getting money back. We're not rich. Like they take all your money and then they're like, all right, now tell us how much you tried to hide from us. And they're like, oh shoot, nothing? Really? That's embarrassing. Here, have some of it back. So when you don't do their taxes, that's actually kind of beneficial to them. Big taxes. Got to do your taxes one year, didn't realize till the following year. Yeah. And you had to do both years at once? I did like 5 years at once. Hang on. Put this up here to show me what height we were at. We're at 243. So we want to be at 241. Yeah, I just didn't do my taxes for 5 years. And then I did them and I got a decent amount back for everything. But then I married someone who does do taxes and concerns themselves when I don't do my taxes. And so when you marry a woman like that, you just give her whatever she needs at any point. Like she does the dishes, she does the taxes. She does all like the planning and bureaucratic work for like kids' schools and stuff. Sets up all their summer camps. My poor wife is exhausted all the time. Because I just can't stand any of that stuff. Your husband hasn't done taxes for almost a decade because he's on Social Security disability. Well, I feel like that's different, but yay? You just got your taxes sent back to you because you forgot to sign some paperwork. That's a bummer. Third time's the charm, right? Snowy regions, the only place I think might be prettier than our lovely town of Sotomuro. Part of me is waiting for like the first really brave soul to like come up here and try to set a claim in the snow. For 3 years they just didn't accept your tax filings and you have no clue why. It sucks, right? Like, at the very least, you wish you knew who to, like, ask about that sort of thing. They're like, give us money. And you're like, okay, here. And they're like, not good enough. You're like, why? They're like, we'll figure it out. You tried a lot. 1 year, it just worked again. Yeah. So heck if you know. Alright. What height are we at? 241? This one is 239. I'm gonna be good. Even though it'll take slightly more effort, I'll raise this one up. Did I say 239 or 241 for this guy? I just can't keep the number in my head. In Australia, the ATO, Australian Taxation Office, actually tells you how much you have paid/owe, so you can easily do yours with an online form for free. Well, that sounds very, very nice. I just want big companies to pay their taxes. I feel like all of our problems will be solved if that happens. I should try not to get too political about it. But, you know, I just like when infrastructure is paid from by, you know, ultra billionaires. Would be kind of neat. But one day I might be an ultra billionaire and then maybe I won't want to pay my taxes either. Not political, it's human. I can't even tell anymore. It's crazy out here in the streets. Or at least that's what I'm told. From the little closet I live in. Been work from home since 2020. I don't know what people are like anymore, but if like media is to believe, they're crazy. You think most people agree that big company doing money crime is bad? Then how come they keep doing it? Everyone should pay their fair share. That's a good stance. I mean, I do feel that way. Is the town survivable for low levels? Haven't been on in a while. It should be. So, like, we're doing a lot to try to like make this place nicer for low levels. Like, we've got torch coverage all around the main base. So, like, all these scary toads and jackals, like, they won't attack you. Like, this guy? Like, he's there, but he won't spit on you from the road. Same with, like, this guy. There's torchlight all the way up to about here. So it's very survivable-ish. 37. Okay, cool. And to make like quality of life for the low levels better, I try to keep constant orders for like low level materials. Like, see this fairlight over here? I very rarely like go out to get it. I just like put in an order for a bunch of tier 1 ingots and hope I get it. Right? I think this is 33. Yeah. Back to road construction. Not sure who decides fair share, right? Fortunately, I plan on dying someday, so like I don't have to worry about the state of the world too much longer. That problem will kind of solve itself. Although I did do a witchcraft once. So like when I was in college, I met a runesmith. And you might ask, what's a runesmith? Well, a runesmith makes magical runes. And I was like, wow, can you make one for immortality? And she said, hang on. And she came back the next day and she said, like, this is the rune word for immortality. Now what I want you to do is smear your blood on it and chant this. And she gave me like a 2-page long essay of magic words to say. And she said, like, if you really want to make sure it works, get this tattooed on you. I'm like, all right. I didn't want to get a tattoo, but I did cut myself shaving. And so I'm like, what am I going to do with this blood? Be ashamed to let it go to waste. So I smeared it on the rune word and I said the magic chant. And so now, as far as I know, I'm immortal. I mean, like, please don't test that theory. Because I don't actually believe that that would work at all. Otherwise, you'd find, like, magical people with, like, runes scribbled on their forehead occasionally. I can't be, like, the only person who ever thought, like, oh, let's try magic to stay alive. Because everything else isn't working. But, like, I mean, as far as I know, it worked. I haven't died once in a long time. You came back from an ad break to rune words and smearing blood? Yeah, we're just dabbling in the occult over here. Sometimes it gets weird. But yeah, I just did a small little spell to make me immortal. And I haven't died once since. It's gonna be such a nice road. I like road construction because, you know, it gets you out of doors. There's so many different, like, types of ways to live in this game. The road construction's fairly fun. The problem with it is, like, I have to click each one of these manually. Like, you really want to zoop it, you know, like say, hey, build the road out to there. I'll come back in 10 minutes when it's done. You died this morning, and but you got better? Nice. Wait, were you the Australian viewer? Because then that might have just been healthcare. You haven't died yet? That's nice. I'm glad you're not dead. Like, nothing against the zombie community, like, everybody's welcome here. I just think they kind of smell a little bit. You got your axe today? You can carry 10,000... Sorry, your ox today. You can carry 10,000 clay. That is a lot of clay. Yeah, Aussies get free revive potions, right? That's not fair. Death makes me die. One of my biggest fears is dying to death.